What's up, guys? Nuance Bro checking in, and today I want to talk about the story involving former UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez and his recent arrest on attempted murder charges. So Cain Velasquez was arrested on suspicion of attempted murder after a shooting in the Bay Area. Initial reports said that the man that Cain Velasquez shot on Monday was related to someone charged with molesting a close family member of the retired mixed martial arts fighter. This is according to a release from the Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office. Now, when this story first came out, the headlines were just attempted murder, Cain Velasquez. Really didn't have much details after that. It wasn't until the following day that the details started trickling in and people realized that the person he was trying to shoot and presumably kill was a child molester. Now, the initial report said that the person that was molested by this individual was a relative of Cain Velasquez, but then it got a bit more dark and a bit more personal when it was revealed that the victim was Cain Velasquez's 4-year-old son, who said that the suspect molested him 100 times. Now, the suspect is 43-year-old Harry Gularte. The reported assault occurred at Gularte's mother's home daycare in San Martin, where Gularte also resides. The 4-year-old also told police that he witnessed Gularte and other children go into the bathroom, according to ESPN. Gularte had been charged with lewd and lascivious acts with a child under the age of 14. He was arraigned on February 25th and placed on supervised release against the wishes of Santa Clara County prosecutors. 3 days later, Gularte was en route to get an electronic monitor fitted when Velasquez allegedly chased him from San Martin through Morgan Hill before shooting at him in South San Jose, reportedly near a school. Velasquez was arrested in San Jose. Now, Gularte's mother and stepfather were also in the vehicle at the time of the shooting. The stepfather was wounded in his arm and torso, but he is expected to survive, reports indicated. So you have one of the worst situations a father could imagine, his child allegedly molested over 100 times by this sick individual. And what's the thing you always hear from people? Oh, if someone did that to my kid, I would kill him. I would do this. I would do that. Well, Cain Velasquez actually tried to do that. He actually did what other people say they would do in a situation like that. Dana White, the president of the UFC, effectively said what I just said here, that, most people talk and say that they're going to do such a thing if this happened to their kid, but Cain actually took matters into his own hands and did what other people just say they're going to do. Now, upon hearing about this and his arrest and why he did what he did, many people were voicing support for Cain Velasquez. People made free Cain shirts. They were protesting outside the courthouse for his release. Many people in the MMA community voiced their support and wrote letters to the judge asking for him to be released. As you can see here from ESPN, Dana White, MMA luminaries write dozens of letters in support of Cain Velasquez. So again, the president of the UFC, Dana White, and many of the top fighters like Kamaru Usman, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and others wrote in support of Cain Velasquez. But the most messed up part is that Judge Shalina Brown denied Velasquez's bail at a hearing March 7th. And I think Cain Velasquez's lawyer, who spoke to the media after the judge denied bail to Velasquez, summed it up quite nicely.
Is there anybody out there who finds it to be beyond the pale that a father was not consulted when they released the perpetrator back into the public with $0 bail, yet they're holding Cain on no bail? This is why people are disgusted, and rightfully so, with the criminal justice system.
And it really is messed up. I mean, you have cases of attempted murder or even actual murder, capital murder in states like Texas, where they release criminals on bond, and Cain Velasquez, no bond. I mean, the Kyle Rittenhouse example was another perfect example where, compared to someone like Quintez Brown, Kyle Rittenhouse was defending himself in the midst of riots from people who were attacking him. And what did he get? He had the bail set at $2 million. And he had his bail funds removed from GoFundMe. And the media was doxing the people who donated to the bail funds. The media drug his name through the mud and denigrated him. Whereas Quintez Brown, who literally tried to assassinate a mayoral candidate, was released 2 days later on a $100,000 bail, which was all provided by a Black Lives Matter affiliated bail fund. And the media referred to him as a troubled social justice activist. This is the problem people have with the criminal justice system. People who actively go out and do clearly bad things that are obviously terrible. They're a danger to the community. They do dangerous, terrible things. And then someone who responds to dangerous and bad things being done to them or people that they love, and then they're the bad guy. And not only that, but they're actually held to an even higher standard where they're given no bail or excessive bail, or their opportunities to even get the bail money are denied. Now, here's the thing. When he did shoot the firearm at the alleged child molester, he ended up hitting the stepfather, who isn't alleged to have done anything, so that's a potentially innocent person that was struck. He did this while driving recklessly. Apparently, the shooting was near a school. This could be reckless endangerment, etc. So do I think he should be able to get off completely scot-free with no charges whatsoever? Probably not. But there's something called mitigating circumstances. And I would say that if your kid was molested over 100 times by an individual, and that individual was granted zero bail and released back into the wild, and in a fit of rage, you chase him and shoot at him and end up hitting the person in the car that he was with, I'm not gonna throw the book at you. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'm on the hashtag Free Kane train. It's an absolutely devastating situation. I don't know how you release an alleged child molester who is alleged to have molested a child over 100 times and potentially others at a daycare on zero bail. Like, you could maybe make an argument for release with some bail, but it wasn't even $1. It was zero bail. But then you don't grant bail to the guy who saw that happen and decided to take matters into his own hands. Not that anyone else should do that. Obviously, obey the law, blah, 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 law and order. That's great. But yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Social media links are in the description box below. And I'll see you next time, bro.